Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Use is use permitted by copyright statute that would otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
This is my microphone. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Crime Tube with Mish. So in today's episode, we are on the case, and the case that we are working in this episode is actually my cousin Evelyn and Thedrit Parker. I asked for a little latitude and graciousness, guys, because every time I try to talk about this or cover this, I don't know, I get so anxious and I make mistakes. So please forgive me. This is my way of honoring this situation, giving it my attention. Today was the actual services I was unable to attend for anxiety reasons. I'm just going to keep it real. But I also wanted to cover it. What I'm going to do is we're going to start out by looking at where we are. The first time we covered this, we just talked about the details of the case, the way it was initially presented. So let's go ahead and go there.
Man charged in stabbing deaths of grandparents. A Hot Springs man was charged with 2 counts of capital murder Tuesday night after reportedly stabbing both of his grandparents to death in their home and recording it on video. Terrence Githu Parker, 21, who lists the same Idlewood Street address as his grandparents, was taken into custody shortly before 8:30 p.m. Tuesday and later charged with the 2 counts, each punishable by the death penalty or life in prison. He was booked into the jail shortly after 2 a.m. Wednesday and was being held on no bail. He was set to appear Wednesday afternoon in Garland County District Court. According to the probable cause affidavit obtained Wednesday morning, at approximately 8 p.m. Tuesday, Hot Springs police were dispatched to a residence in the 100 block of Idlewood Street in reference to a disturbance. Dispatchers said a woman from the residence was covered in blood and had stated her husband was dead. The woman reportedly identified her grandson, Terrence Parker, as the person responsible. Upon arrival, officers entered the residence to locate the victim and render aid. They found a black man, later identified as Thedrit Parker, 75, lying face down on a couch with his knees on the floor. Officers also observed a large amount of blood on the couch and floor surrounding the man. Based upon his condition, the absence of visible respirations, and the amount of blood present, the affidavit said the officers believed Thedrit Parker was deceased. The Garland County Coroner's Office responded and pronounced the victim dead at approximately 9:06 p.m., the affidavit says. During the investigation, officers learned Evelyn Parker, 73, had also sustained multiple stab wounds and life-threatening injuries. She was transported to National Park Medical Center, where she was later pronounced dead. At approximately 8:30 p.m., Officer Larry Fowler responded to the Regions Bank parking lot at 1555 Malvern Ave and observed a black man matching the grandson's description, wearing a tan hooded sweatshirt and black pants. The man approached officers and reportedly identified himself as Terrence Parker. As Parker was taken into custody, he reportedly told officers he had a knife in his front pocket. Fowler secured Parker in handcuffs and searched him and reportedly recovered a large serrated kitchen-style knife from his left waistband and a cell phone from his front right pocket, which were both seized as evidence. Parker was transported to the Hot Springs Police Department Criminal Investigations Division, where he made a spontaneous utterance to Fowler that he filmed the incident, and the video could be seen on his cell phone. It was noted Parker's clothing had multiple blood stains on the tan hoodie. Parker's hoodie, black pants, and shoes were seized as evidence. Based upon the statements identifying Terrence Parker as the individual responsible, the discovery of Thedrit Parker deceased inside the residence, the subsequent death of Evelyn Parker from injuries sustained during the incident, Parker's flight from the scene, his apprehension a short time later, blood-stained clothing, his possession of a large serrated knife upon his arrest, and the spontaneous utterance by Terrence referencing video of the incident, Fowler felt he had probable cause to believe Parker purposely caused the deaths of both victims, the affidavit said. Parker was subsequently charged with the 2 counts of capital murder and taken to the jail. According to court records, Terrence Parker has no prior felony history and mostly had traffic offenses. On Sept 28, 2025, he was arrested on misdemeanor charges of public intoxication and purchase of alcohol by a minor. He pleaded not guilty to the charges on Nov. 4 and was set for trial in Garland County District Court on February 26 of this year. He reportedly called the clerk's office the day before his trial saying he had an anxiety attack and was at the hospital. He asked if the trial could be rescheduled and was told to submit a written request. When he reportedly failed to appear on his trial date, a warrant was issued and served on March 5. He reportedly got another failure to appear charge after missing his next court date, and finally appeared and pleaded guilty to both failures to appear and the purchase of alcohol by a minor. A trial on the public intoxication charge is set for August 27. July 8, 2026 by Stephen Ross, updated July 8, 2026 at 10:21 p.m.
The information that was provided, this information provided was from the Hot Springs Sentinel Record newspaper. The news anchor, I guess they call them now, that did the story was listed with the information as stated. So at the time that I did the first video about this, there had not yet been any information made available on the Arkansas government website that gives information about legal cases in the state. As of today, July the 18th, which is approximately 10 days later, I have looked again for additional information or any information, any updates, etc. And as of this time, there has been no information. Now, the state of Arkansas does have 60 days, according to the prosecutor's office, to do a case or actually file the case. So I guess that's when the information is made public. Also, I think that they are keeping it offline so that they can keep the information private, which I'm not quite sure why. The information and evidence seems to be not only very compelling, but very overwhelming. So it's definitely enough information, according to just what we've heard, to file the cases. Now let's go just the 16th, which was 2 days ago. There was a couple of news, a couple of videos done via the news, and we're going to take a moment and check those out as well. Let's jump into that so that we can get a little bit more context of what happened in the area right on Idlewood and hear from a couple of the neighbors.
Died from their injuries. Catherine Thornberry is live from Idlewood Street tonight at the home this happened. And Catherine, what were you able to learn about this investigation?
Well, Laura, officials say the grandfather died at the home while his wife was passed away at the hospital. Neighbors telling me she was able to escape the scene and get to a house nearby.
Just about between 7 and 8, we just started hearing stuff.
Rachel Dongolo says she was outside with family in Hot Springs Tuesday night when she heard a woman yelling,
Help me, help, let me in, over and over again.
Officials say 73-year-old Evelyn Parker and her 75-year-old husband, Thedrit, had been stabbed.
and saw a lady go up to that house door over there, pounded on the door, and her shirt was all ripped and bloody, and she was trying to get in. They let her in.
Police say Thedrit had already died at the scene, and Evelyn was taken to a hospital where she died from her injuries. Detectives said they learned the victim's grandson, 21-year-old Terrence Parker, had attacked them with a knife and left the scene.
He jumped all the fences in the backyards, ran down the road, ran the railroad tracks, came out down there.
Mary Downs lives across the street from the crime scene.
I saw police cars pull up, and I saw them go inside the house, weapons drawn.
Officials say Terrence was arrested at Regions Bank on Malvern Street around 8:20 Tuesday night. He's now facing 2 charges of capital murder for the killing of his grandparents.
They're just the kindest people. They took him in to help him to get on his feet, and that's how they get repaid.
Right now, Terrence is at the Garland County Detention Center. There's no bond, but we'll keep you guys updated with when his first court appearance will be. Reporting live from Garland County, I'm Catherine Thornberry. Back to you.
So you actually heard it there, guys. There has not been a court appearance yet, as I stated. The prosecutor's office has not officially filed a case. Now, he has been arrested. He is in custody. He is being held with no bond. But I'll be honest with you, this situation has me concerned. The fact that there's no case filed as of yet. Now, I get that Arkansas has different ways of doing things. So that's something that I will have to get used to, especially if I cover other cases from this area. This is my first time being involved in a legal matter in the state of Arkansas. So, you just kind of have to learn and go with things as they are. But it just makes me fear the fact that as time goes by, that I don't know, in your mind, especially when you have a personal connection, you start to feel like, oh my God, nothing is happening, nothing is going to happen, and all the things. So, with that being the case, I just wanted to present an update. Today was actually the day that the today was the day that the services were held. The viewing was this morning at 10, and the services started at, I believe, Visitors Chapel, AME, this morning at 11 o'clock. Obviously, I had a lot of family members that were there because this is a personal matter as well as a matter that I'm covering on my channel. As I stated before, why I was not there, but to be honest with you, this situation has not left my mind for a moment. It just hasn't. It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to think about. And I haven't had the ability or fortune to have it off my mind for very long. Here is more information. If you guys are looking for other people who are covering this, True Crime Mamas is a channel over on Facebook that handles things. I guess she's Arkansas based. She may have more information about cases in the Arkansas space. I am very inexperienced when it comes to this. So, it just may be something that I need to get used to because I've never seen a scenario where 3-4 days afterwards, you don't see a case filed. Even if there are other things to consider in this case, like state of mind and mental capacity, you still usually have your initial court appearance and, you're arraigned and officially charged. And in 10 days, you just would hope that you see that. I mean, I've never not seen it, so it's just new to me. Now, as I stated today, they did have the case. Let me pull it up here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Being that this is a personal matter, this has been very difficult. I didn't want to see this. I didn't want to see faces that I knew, and I definitely did not want to see this part. But it is all a part of the process of transition, and definitely a part of the process of grieving. They were laid to rest very beautifully, as they should have been. And now, I mean, family has to figure out how to live without their loved ones. But for me, that's one of the things that this case is about. It's about loving your kids and your family unconditionally and trying to do everything you can to help them. And quite frankly, they gave everything. So, guys, let me know what you think about this case. If you have any additional information that you'd like made available, you can definitely contact me via my YouTube channel to give me that information. If you have any experience with the Arkansas legal systems and you'd like to offer information there as well, I would graciously accept that. Thank you guys so very much for taking the time to come and check out this video. And as we get additional information and when we find out when the first court appearance is, we will definitely make that available. Thank you so very much, guys, for visiting my channel. I hope that you definitely, number one, hit the like button. Number two, hype us up. And number three, become a subscriber if you are interested in cases that are handled from a personal nature, from a person who loves true crime. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.